All right. I'm giving you another part of your formula for success and happiness. And I studied, at the theological seminary. And they taught me to always define my subject. We're talking about success and prosperity. So what is prosperity? Prosperity is having success and plenty of what you need and want. I want to say that again. Prosperity is having success and plenty of what you need and want. I'm going to say it again and have you repeat it after me. Prosperity is having success and plenty of what you need and want. Now, does that sound like prosperity? Now, I want to share with you my definition of happiness. To me, happiness is enjoying the joy of living. So say with me, enjoying the joy of living. Happiness is also loving and being loved. Say with me, loving and being loved. Ladies and gentlemen, God has always had instructions for the prosperity of His people. And I want to read to you some of these expressions from the Holy Bible, from 2 Chronicles, the 20th chapter and the 20th verse, and repeat it after me. Believe in the Lord your God. Believe in the Lord your God. So shall you be established. So shall you be established. Believe His prophets. Believe His prophets. So shall you prosper. So shall you prosper. I'm reading these scriptures because it may surprise some people to know that God is interested in your prosperity. Some people, have made some kind of vow of poverty. Some people say, well, maybe if I prosper too much, I won't love the Lord. I don't know about you, but I can love the Lord a lot better when I have money to pay my bills and meet my needs. How many of you can love God better when you have money to pay your bills and meet your needs? If so, say me. The goodness of God in my life, the blessings of God in my life does not come between me and God. Now from the 122nd Psalm, the 6th and 7th verses, repeat after me as I shall read. They shall prosper who love thee. Peace be within thy walls. And prosperity within thy palaces. Just listen at that. They shall prosper who love thee. If you love the Lord, you ought to prosper. I believe that. Say that with me. If you love the Lord, you ought to prosper. I don't know what concept of God you serve, but I serve the concept of God that David mentioned in the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The 35th Psalm, the 27th verse. Repeat after me. The Lord has pleasure in the prosperity of His servant. Not only that, but ladies and gentlemen, God has put certain abilities within you. God has put certain talents within you. And you are commanded to be all that you can be, to do all the good that you can do, and to have all the good that God intends for you to have. I love Jesus' formula of success, found found in the 6th chapter of St. Matthew and the 33rd verse. I love it. And I want to share it with you again as I do on these broadcasts and on these telecasts. Here is Jesus' formula for your success, for your prosperity, for your happiness. Seek you first. Seek ye first. I'm going to read it and have you thunder it back at me for emphasis. Seek you first. Seek ye first. The kingdom of God. His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Is that in the book, children? We're going to say it again, because you know, sometimes people will try to give you the idea that Christianity is a be nothing, do nothing, have nothing religion. But I say to you that Christianity is not a be nothing, do nothing, have nothing religion. So repeat Jesus' formula for success and happiness with me again. Seek you first, the kingdom of God. His righteousness, and all these things, all of this money, all of these fine cars, all of these fine houses, all of these fine clothes, boats if you want them. All of these things shall be added unto you. Please be seated for a moment and don't anybody move, because I want to tell you something. The kingdom of God that we are to seek is within us. Too many people are looking for God outside of themselves. People look for God on the mountains, in the ocean. They look for God in a church building. But Jesus said the kingdom of God is within you. And when you find the presence of God, the power of God, the potential of God, the goodness of God within your being, then all that you need will be added unto you. I love to repeat that legend about a conference of the gods. And the subject of the question on the agenda was, what shall we do with the divinity of man? Where shall we hide it from man? Because perhaps if man discovered his divinity, he would misuse it. It was suggested, let us place the divinity of man on a high mountain. No, that won't work, because someday man will scale the ocean, will rather scale the mountain and find his divinity and abuse it. Let us place the divinity of man deep in the earth. No, someday man will dig and find it. Let us place the divinity of man and hide it beneath the ocean. No, someday man will plumb the ocean's depths and find his divinity and misuse it. Then it was suggested, let us place the divinity of man within man himself. And this will be the last place that he will look for it. And man searches for God. Man searches for the kingdom of God everywhere but in himself. I'm thinking of a beautiful song. It's a pop song, but it is really spiritual, that Nancy Wilson sings. How many of you have ever heard Nancy Wilson sing, I've Never Been to Me? Has anybody ever heard Nancy Wilson, that song, I've Never Been to Me? That's the way it is with a lot of people. They've never been to the God presence within their own being. They've never been to the God power, to the God potential within their own being. And Jesus says, once you find the God potential, the God power, the God love within your own being, then health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money shall be added unto you. All these things shall be added unto you.